Okay, so now what we're doing is we are changing the vowel on some, and we are adding the same endings as the schwache Verben. So we're doing two things at the same time. So we got the verb bringen, which has an I, and then we change it to brach, which makes an A, which is right up here, which is the very first one we did. And then we put the ending like on the first part up here, like the ones on the schwache Verben. And just like in English, you've got to learn each one of these one by one. Okay. So we said bringen changes to brach, and then first person singular, brachte. Second person singular, brachtest. Third person singular, brachte. First person plural, brachten. Second person plural, brachtet. And third person plural, brachten. And so we got bringen goes to brachte, and the first person singular, denken goes to dachte. Wissen goes to wusste. Brennen, which means to burn, so something was burning, goes to brannte. Kennen is zu kannte. Then we have nennen, which means to name, is nannte.
Name, okay.
Nennen is to name something. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I ask you, nenn mir 4 Tiere, then I'm asking you to name 4 animals.
Okay.
Rennen is rannte.
Is that rain?
Rennen, to run.
Run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have senden. That shouldn't be difficult to guess what that
This
means.
is when I was doing my vocabulary. There's senden, but for male it's Geschichte.
Schicken.
Chicken.
Yeah, chicken. Senden is a more formal sending as an envoy.
Okay.
Okay. And the chicken is more, yeah, I sent my driver to pick up lunch, but senden would be, ich sende meinen Botschafter, so I'm sending my ambassador zu einem Treffen in den Vereinten Nationen at the United Nations, especially now with all this havoc going on in the world. Yeah, it's definitely a crazy world, no doubt about it. So,
Agreed.
yeah, and the Persians are attacking the Israelites.
Yep.
So,
Well, that's a good, that's an interesting point though. Do the mullahs actually consider themselves Persians? Or are they actually different than Because I think I read somewhere the Persians actually want to get rid of all the mullahs, get back to Iran the way it used to be.
well, Persia is a country designation,
Hmm.
so they're all Persians.
Okay.
So Iran basically is the new Persia,
Mm-hmm.
just like Turkey is the Ottoman Empire and Iraq is Babylonia. Yeah.
Well, I had a friend in Austin, and I asked her where she was from, or she said she was Persian. Persian. And I
Yes.
think what she really was trying to say is, I didn't come from Iran, which I, which to me is not embarrassing. It's like, but she was about as Western in a good way. She was Western in the sense that she
Yeah.
was Christian
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
supported democracy and everything. She was
Yeah. Yeah.
very
Yeah.
not in the bad ways of Western, which is, but anyway.
Well, again, if you think of Iran, what are the first things that come to mind? Positive or
Well,
negative things?
they're all negative, which is
Negative.
sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is sad.
So what if
Yep.
think about Persia?
Well, it's romance, and I mean, not romance in the sense of love, but all
Yeah.
exotic and yeah.
That sounds
1001.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So that's why
Yeah.
they will identify as Persians and not as Iranians.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iran-Contra affair, embassy raiding.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I mean, everything that has to do with
Nuclear weapons, and yes.
Yep. Nuclear threat. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So enough with politics. But it does establish a difference between sending and chicken. So that's what
That's true.
that's what started this conversation. All right. Venden means to turn over.
Hmm.
So we can say es gab eine Wende im Russlandkrieg. So something happens, a major change, a major something totally transformed, got flipped over
Hmm.
in the Russian invasion of Ukraine. I mean, for instance, all the drones. Okay, the drone warfare
Mhm.
has changed and transformed urban warfare, air-to-air warfare, and even ground battle. And I mean, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, so we could say, die Drohnen brachten eine Wende. Okay, so they brought about a change, making it a noun. Okay.
Mhm.
In Kriegsführung, the way you carry out a war. Yeah.
The thing that didn't change is a lot of Russians dying, and the leadership of Russia doesn't seem to care. That's the part that's
Yeah.
always universal. They just don't care. Their troops are
They don't care.
almost
Yeah.
seems like nothing. Yeah, it's just strange.
But it's always been, Russia has always been known to kill their own people.
Yep.
Was that Stalin?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Tens of millions.
Yeah. There isn't enough food. Well, then let's cut off one whole ethnic group and that's it. Yeah, bye-bye. So yeah, going back to German.
Another positive story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But all these stories will make the vocabulary. All those stories will make the vocabulary stick. much more.
Well, that's the problem with learning the vocabulary is I learn the word, but there's very little context,
Yes,
Yeah.
you
yes,
know, like
yes.
prepare was vor,
Vorbereiten. Yeah,
vorbereiten. I'm thinking, well, I really don't know how to use that word. I know it's vorbereiten, but
Yep. Yep.
yeah, things like that.
ja. Ja, also ich bereite die Klasse vor. So I prepare the class, Komma, damit sie interessant ist. To make it interesting. So that's where you would use the verb. All right. So we come to Juanita. Das Verb ich weiß.
Okay.
Which one is it of all these up here?
That's a good question. Wissen?
Wissen. Okay, double S. So
Wissen?
it's,
Mhm.
yeah, okay. Oh, gotta do this here. Here we go. All right. So here we got wissen. Which man. And that's a very big. Okay, so let's make this smaller. Okay, so this is wissen. The next one, B,
Kennen,
kennen.
And then,
C,
Brennen?
rennen.
Brennen.
Oops, what happened? Here we go. Then
denken,
E,
Denken?
denken.
Nennen?
Nennen. And then the last one,
So is this verbrennen or just brennen?
ver, brennen.
Hmm.
So brennen just means something is burning.
Oh, okay.
Okay. In this case, verbrennen. Ich verbrenne. So I'm putting fire to something in order to destroy it and make it basically disappear. So I can say a piece of wood burns. Ein Stück Holz brennt. But when it's burned to a crisp and it's gone, das Stück Holz ist verbrannt, which means now it's totally burnt and destroyed. All right, so now that we know which ones are the verbs, so here the prefix, you just basically ignore the prefix as you create your conjugation in preteritum, and then you just stick it back on. So the prefix doesn't change. It always will be fair. All right. So now we know wissen turns to wusste, kennen turns to kannte, rennen turns to rannte, denken turns to dachte, nennen turns to nannte, verbrennen turns to verbrannte. Okay? So pretty straightforward.
So verbrannt, it's not separable, right? Ver
No,
is
no.
okay.
Ver is a
Ver is-
prefix, but not separable, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's see.
Lena wusste?
Lena wusste. Gonna change my language.
Die Antwort.
Okay, so now we did the scharfe S. Lena wusste. Oops, no, actually wusste. die Antwort. Meaning,
Lena knows the answer.
okay, but now we're talking about past tense.
Ah, knew. Lena knew the answer.
Okay, Lena knew the answer.
Okay, and then ich kannte den Professor nicht.
Ich kannte den Professor nicht.
Didn't know the professor.
I did not know the professor, right? So this goes up here. Now we go here.
Yeah, dive. What is it? What is that?
Der Dieb, it's an IE. Yep.
Der Dieb.
So all we do is we change the D to a TH. Oh, come on. Then we got the IE, and then we change the B to an F.
Oh.
Okay. The thief. Der Dieb. So it would be der Dieb rannte mit der Tasche weg. So the thief ran off with my bag.
Right? The thief ran off with the bag.
The bag.
Whether it's yours or not, that's oh, look again, Murat. We're back with Murat.
Murat dachte oft an seine Eltern.
Okay. Murat dachte oft an seine Eltern. Meaning?
Murat thought a lot about his parents.
Okay.
Often.
Often. Thank you.
Often. Okay. Thought often about.
Hmm. Okay, so this is Julia nannte ihre Adresse.
And in German, Adresse is 1D.
Ah, Adresse. Okay,
And in English,
so it's two.
it's 2. Right.
So Julia knew her address.
Yes.
Okay.
Knew or named his name?
Nannte. Whoops.
Nannte.
That's right. Kennen would be to know. Nennen
Okay. Nennen
would be to, yeah.
would be what, Michael?
Well, it's to name is what, but I don't know
Name.
what that means here. If it just says she
Name.
said her address, or I don't know. How would
Yeah.
you translate it?
Oh,
That's
how would you
exactly
translate?
right. Yeah. She said she's
Or stated, or
she stated her address.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And basically, yeah, what you try to teach kids is your parents' name or their parents' name, their phone number, and the address.
oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, so every child should know those 3 things. Now, who are your parents? Papa, mama.
Right.
Maybe not. Okay. So this is why intuitively I was going with Juanita. It should be Kennen, so the kid knows. But in this
Right.
case, yeah, but in this case, Michael caught it.
Yep.
So basically, what she's
Gotcha.
saying is
Named.
she names her address. In other words, she states her address. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ich verbrannte den Brief. I burned the letter.
I burnt the letter. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So that's pretty straightforward. All right. Now we come to a new topic.
Beautiful.
Relativsätze.
Relativpronomen.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Relativsätze is a new wonderful topic used a lot in German. So you got the main sentence, okay, Hauptsatz, which right here is Bring mir bitte den Brief. Okay, very simple, straightforward. Please bring me the letter. Well, which letter? Well, okay, der. What does der refer to? Since it's a relative pronomen, so what is it in relation of? What does it substitute as a pronoun? So it's not an article, even though it looks like an article. It's a pronoun making reference to the noun right before the comma, which in this case would be der Brief in the nominative. But since here it's in the accusative, because you're carrying the letter to whoever is giving you the command. Okay, so please bring me the letter, which in this case is accusative. So which one is it? So, well, you place a comma and you place the relative pronoun, which usually is an article to indicate male, female, neutral, singular, plural. Okay. So the one, so this there is not he, it is the one, the male noun, the one, on top of, since dem is dative, the one on top of the desk. And what do we have here? Like always, after a comma, the verb comes at the end. The one that on top of the desk lies. All right. So if it's female and not male like here, then this would be die. If it is neutral like das Kind, then after the comma it would be das. And if it is plural, it would be die. And then the verb is conjugated according to the number which is over here. Okay, so here we have a beautiful blue. Okay, so this is singular, third person. This is why this is conjugated, singular, third person. Okay. So they are attributive, meaning they explain something about the noun. So Relativsätze, which in this case is this whole sentence at the back, Relativsätze können ein Nomen genauer erklären. So what's the explanation of this nomen, this noun, der Brief? Well, we know which one it is. We indicate that it is the one that's on top of the desk. So that's what this is all about. All right. So here, yes.
Is this the only way to translate it? So if you said, bring me the letter, please bring me the letter on the desk. is this the only way to translate that correctly? Or can you say something like, bring me a bitte den Brief auf den Tisch? Do you have to do the comma and the der? Just wondering.
No.
Okay.
You don't. Okay.
Okay.
Bring mir den Apfelstrudel aus der Küche. Okay, so I just made apple strudel for my daughter and for me.
Okay.
And so I could say the sentence the way you just said it. Bring mir den Apfelstrudel aus der Küche. Okay, so bring it to me from the kitchen. But I could say, bring mir den Apfelstrudel, Komma, der in der Küche steht.
Okay.
The one that's sitting on the counter in the kitchen.
So the way I mentally would translate these was something like, bring me the letter there on the desk.
Yes.
With a there kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the way you would translate it formally would be the one which lies on the kitchen counter, or in this case on the desk.
Okay.
Okay. So this there would be translated the one that or which.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the way I make my Spanish students do the translation.
Okay.
So instead of saying que, which is usually the way they translate, I said no, say el cual, the one which, to get a mental picture of what we're doing. All right, so the question is, kennst du den Herrn? All right, do you know the gentleman? Okay, so we have the en declinación in the accusative. Do you know the gentleman? All right, so the question is, which gentleman? So now you can answer in the accusative. You can say, which is the man, sitzt dort drüben. Right? So you're at a party.
Gosh.
Okay, somebody walks in. You recognize him, but you don't know who it is. So you ask Juanita, Juanita, kennst du den Herrn? Und sie sagt, welchen Herrn? And which one of all these are you talking about? Then you point very discreetly. Okay. He's sitting over there. So what do they do in all these police movies? He's at here 9 o'clock. He's at here 2 o'clock. To indicate more or less where he is in relation to you. All right. So then you could say in the accusative, okay, so you're standing there, this guy walks in,
me a card.
and all of a sudden Lena, okay, all of a sudden Lena walks over there and greets him. And you're like, why does Lena greet him? Who is he? So you ask Juanita, kennst du den Herrn? Welchen Herrn? And then, Lena hat ihn gegrüßt. So Lena greeted him, so it's got to be somebody. Okay? Which then, Lena becomes your nominative because she's the one doing the action. And who did she greet? Well, she greeted him. So therefore, ihn. But then Paul walks across and he congratulates him. So now the verb congratulation demands dative. So, of course, now here comes the next one. Paul hat ihm gratuliert. So Paul congratulated him. So now all these are relative pronouns in nominative, accusative, and dative. Or in this case, they're pronouns, and now we make them relative pronouns by changing them to those relative sentences. So the top one in the nominative with the now changes to der in the nominative case. Kennst du den Herrn, der dort drüben sitzt? So do you know the guy who sits over there? Okay. So the der over here is now in relation to the nominative over here.
But the der, den, dem depends on the sentence itself, right? So der,
Okay.
because that's the subject of the relative. Okay.
Yeah. So in the first case, we have in the nominative, which then changes to der. But now the in the accusative changes to den in the relative Satz. Okay. So you know it's a male, and you know that somebody, in this case Lena, did something to him. Well, she greeted him. And in the third case, which is your dative sentence, okay, so we know that it was a dative. So ihm, we know it's either a male person or it's a neutral. Okay. And then we know we have to change the der to the dative dem. This is all only for the male. Okay, so the female it would be die, die der, right? Okay. Die dort drüben sitzt, die Lena gegrüßt hat, der Paul gratuliert hat.
Das ist das dem?
Okay, kennst du das Kind, das dort drüben sitzt? Kennst du das Kind, das Lena gegrüßt hat? Kennst du das Kind, dem Paul gratuliert hat? Right, das dem. Yeah.
So does the noun it's referring to always have to be just before the comma? Is that a
Yes.
rule, or is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now you could have some pronoun probably. Bring mir bitte den Brief her. Okay, you could say bring me the letter, bring it here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Oder lege bitte den Brief darüber, der auf dem Tisch liegt.
Or schnell, bring.
Ja, schnell. Yeah.
Bring it quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So just a beautiful little colorful way of seeing those things. And now up here we have Beispiel. Wann kommt der Herr? So in the first case, they want you to use the nominative, der uns angerufen hat. So when does the gentleman come? The one that has called us. Or instead of der uns angerufen hat, den wir angerufen haben. So now it's accusative because we're doing the action and we're calling him. So wann kommt der Herr, whom we have called? Okay. So in the first case, Wie findest du den Roman? All right, so we know that the question is already in accusative. Why? Because the one that has to tell you how they liked the novel, the novel, has to tell you how he liked it. Well, so which novel are we talking about? Okay, so in the first case, it would be nominative. So since we know that den is masculine, we know that masculine nominative is der. Yeah. So how do you like the novel? The one which has received such good critique. And now in the second case, Max is the one doing the action, which means that the Roman has to be your accusative. And therefore, we know that der in accusative, which is already up here, is den dir Max gegeben hat. So how do you like that novel? The one which Max gave to you.
Mm.
Come on, this is simple. It's
Yeah.
simple,
Yeah.
straightforward.
Simple,
Simple.
beautiful, and wonderful.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just...
Okay.
All right. So now we have ein Auto. So ein Auto is it der, die, or das?
Das.
Das. Okay. Which means we know that whatever we do, in one way or another, we have to use the das as our conjugation. All right. Then try it, Juanita, and translate it.
So would that be Dame schon? The first one, would that be Dame?
Well, the question is, den
hat ein Auto.
would be masculine accusative, right?
Okay.
But there's no masculine since it's neutral.
It's
and
neutral.
There's no accusative since it's the top one, and the top one would, of course, be nominative.
Mm. Mm.
So remember, here in the accusative, you have Max who is doing something. Let's change the color. Okay, so let's use blue. Max is doing something up here. It is Lena who is doing something and Paul who is doing something. So when somebody's doing something to somebody else, we use the accusative or dative. But since right here, they only want us to use nominative and accusative, then you got to figure out if in any of these sentences, somebody's doing something to the car. And if not, we have to use accusative.
Or nominative.
Or nominative, yeah. Nominative. Or accusative, yeah. Nominative.
Okay, so the second part is it's only 9 years old. So I would say it doesn't change. It's still das.
Okay, then let's put das in there and now translate it.
Okay, so he bought a car or an auto.
A car. Yeah, he bought a car.
Okay, that was only 9 years old.
Only.
Nah, Sean, I don't know. I forget. That was already? No.
already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it already 9? Sean, already 9 years old. Okay.
So in other words, he's like, my goodness, that's an old car. So remember we
Okay.
said erst, um, remember the schon and erst exercise?
Yeah, I remember it, but I don't
Kind
remember it.
of.
I remember it, but I don't remember it. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so fährst du schon heute? Nein, ich fahre erst morgen. So in this case, the schon was the first, the closer time frame, and erst, which you would think would be the first one, was the latter time frame. So are you already going back to Midland today? Okay, schon heute, already today. Nein, erst, whenever you're going on the weekend. Now here, you're saying it's already 9 years old. Basically using the same already. Yeah, it's like already, hey, right now, already.
Mhm.
But what you're saying is that already means there is an extended time that has passed. 9 years. I mean, who wants to buy a 9-year-old car? Okay.
so could you say
Okay.
das nur ein Jahr alt is
Das
only 1
erst,
year old?
das erst
Oh,
ein Jahr alt
erst.
ist. Erst. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here you, you change them around. Okay. So basically, right here, um, he bought a car
Hmm.
which is already 9 years old.
Hmm.
Okay. And now we go to the next one.
So is this one Dame? Dame einen Elektromotor hat?
Well, the question is there a person that is doing something to the car, or is it just giving me some more
No,
information about
it
the car?
has information. It has an electric motor.
Okay. So what do you do?
So I don't know. I don't understand it. Okay.
Okay, so he bought a car, and now we have some information about the car,
Mhm.
with which has an electric motor. So that's that.
Hmm. Okay.
And so these are not articles, even though they look like articles. They are called relative pronouns.
Hmm.
And sometimes, to make it easier to distinguish, instead of saying das, the German will use welches.
Like which?
Like
Like
which?
which, yeah,
Okay.
to make it more understandable. The important thing is that the das and the s on the welches gives me an indication that the noun it is referring to is neutral singular. So we know it's das Auto. Okay, so now on C, what did we say? Here we have a.
So that's a person.
What's a person?
So, was bedeutet Schal?
Schal is your scarf. One
Scarf.
second.
Okay.
Okay, so tonight in the European Championship, we have Bayern München. They're going to play an English soccer team, which means, of course, I have to have my Schal.
Schal.
Okay. And in this case, it's not Paul, der ihn mir geschenkt hat, sondern Patrick Paul. So that's actually his last name, Paul. And Patrick is his first name. So when we talk about Jennifer's boyfriend, we always have to make sure we indicate it's Patrick Paul, because my son is called Patrick too. So das ist der Schal, den Patrick mir geschenkt hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Paul bought for me or gave to me as a gift.
Gave to me as a gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Dane, it would be Dane. Well, let me see. Dane to me.
Yeah, because right here.
Yeah.
I mean, this right here is, I'm not gonna say a dead giveaway, but yeah, it's a giveaway.
Right. Right. Gefallen. I was looking at the next one. Is it so? Gefallen. To be. So I think here it's nominative then. Der mir so gut gefallen.
But
That to me has been so good, or gefallen. What is gefallen? Das bedeutet.
well, the question is, do you like this? Gefällt er dir?
Okay. That I like. Okay.
I mean, it's Bayern München. I mean, you gotta like it. You gotta love it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Es gefällt mir. All right. Gefällt. Yeah. Okay. It's pleasing to me. Gefallen.
Right.
Yes.
It is pleasing. Yeah.
All right.
So, in other words, do you like it? Yeah. So when my daughter gave this to me, she says, "Papa, gefällt er dir?" Okay. So do you like it? Well, of course I like it. First, it's a present. And second, it's from my favorite son-in-law. So I like him more than I like my other daughter's boyfriends. Yeah. Yeah, he's the referee. He gets me the tickets to the stadium.
He's also useful. Huh?
Yeah.
He is very useful, and he likes my food. All right, okay.
Oh my gosh.
So now we have die Kekse.
Die Kekse.
What is die Kekse? Singular, plural?
Plural.
Plural, okay.
The cookies. So this one doesn't change, right? It's still D?
It's still D.
Okay. And then, oh, wie schmecken dir die Kekse? Oh, is this okay? Let me understand this sentence. From the expensive bakery?
Yes.
Okay. Um, phew, but does that change? Hmm.
See, Michael sagt nein.
I'm trying to, yeah, okay.
I mean, do you
The
see
outs
Michael? Do you see Michael on the screen?
I'm not watching him.
You're not watching him?
No. Okay. So it's still D. Okay.
Because the plural doesn't change.
Okay. I thought we had said that earlier, but I wasn't positive. All right.
All right, now translate them both and see what happens.
Woo. Okay. That's it. Wie schmecken dir die Kekse? We we taste the cookies. Ah,
Michael says, no, no, no. Wie is not wir.
gosh.
Wie
That
ist
is
ein
not right.
Fragewort. Okay?
Wie
Das ist ein Fragewort, which means you're what, where, when, how,
okay.
why.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Um, I'm trying to, okay, how did the
Ah,
cookies taste? Ah, what is gebacken? How did the cookies taste? How do the cookies taste that we got back? No, that we that I baked.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
okay, so wie schmecken dir die Kekse? How do the cookies
How do
taste to
the
you?
cookies taste to you
Okay,
that
what
I
and what's the real translation of how do the cookies taste to you? How do you like
how do you like?
yeah,
Okay.
the cookies? Okay,
Okay.
so the ones that
That
I
I baked.
baked.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so this would be the most literal translation, just to give an idea of the way Germans think. Yeah. In other words, how do you like
Ah.
the cookies I baked? That's all there's to it.
Ah, okay. So then the next one would be, how do you like the cookies that are from the expensive bakery?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Very good.
All right. I'm
Nice.
not sure I ever want to know if it's what's truly in a German's mind, but okay. Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Das ist der Zug, ähm, der aus Hamburg kommt. That is
Okay.
the train, the one from Hamburg. From Hamburg.
The one that comes out of Hamburg.
Okay. And then
Hmm.
so here would be den ich nehmen muss.
Yes, because you got the ich, which means there's a person in there who is doing something to it.
That
All
I
right.
must take, that
That
I
I
must
must take.
catch, that I must take.
That I must take, that I gotta get onto. Yeah.
So das ist der Zug, das Peter hat scheduled, right? That's
Yeah,
gonna be in
genau.
about 4.
But Okay, but now you said das.
Oh,
Which
ah,
one? What did you use?
Dane.
Den.
It should be
Den.
Dane Peter Hot.
Den.
Yeah.
Peter. And then the hat goes at the back because the verb goes at
Mhm.
the end.
Okay.
Also, den Peter gescheduled hat. Genau. Ja.
Hmm.
Right.
Phew, okay.
All right. Now we got a complicated one because
Ah, yay.
we got something here. Okay.
Dane Leuten.
Den Leuten, right? So
Yeah,
this is
but
okay. We have something you need to be aware of. We have something right here. This mit is a preposition, and this preposition demands dative. Okay. So you got dative and you got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
hmm. Gothic plural. I need my cheat sheet. Um,
Okay, so the first one, the
so
question is it nominative or is it accusative?
nominative.
Nominative. Okay. So in the nominative plural, what's the article you use in plural for nominative?
Die.
Die. Okay.
Oh my gosh. How confusing is that? Die den Unfall. Okay. So he talks with the people. Uh, he talks with the people, the ones. He talks with the ones.
No, he talks with the
He
people.
talks with the people.
So what are the people? Well, they're the
Okay.
ones.
The ones that saw the accident.
Right. So they're the ones that saw the accident.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I see now. Okay. D is the ones. Okay. So then
Yeah.
the next one, okay. They're talking about the film. So that would also be D.
Nope.
No?
No.
Hmm.
Now we have to
To
change
me.
it.
Oh,
To
it's a
to
dative. Dane. Oh my gosh.
what? Oh my Lord. I'm not what? That doesn't make any sense at all. Explaining.
Okay.
I've never seen that in any of my lessons. But whom plural. Wow. Whom
So,
whom
Right?
the film
Which means now
oh who,
um, yeah, it's
so
whom, which means it's dative. Okay.
so he spoke with the people whom did not like the film.
Whom the film did not agree with or did not, yeah. But he spoke with the
please do not.
people
Oh,
that did not like the movie. Yeah. Yeah,
oh gosh. Okay. Hmm.
it's interesting that they would stick the Dänen in there considering that we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, kennst du die Frau? Hmm. So that would be D in. I guess that's a il- um,
Roman
that's a
numeral.
place or a place.
Yeah.
Oh,
Third,
oh, I
third
see.
floor.
Third floor. Okay. Do you know the woman that
Great.
lives, the one that lives on the third floor?
The one that lives on the third floor. And since it is try, and then
Oh,
and since it is vo, it's dative. That's
Written.
why the ending has to be on with en. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now the next one is a question, but the answer or the question that answers, what does it answer? It answers wem. Okay.
Dieser Scherm. So that would be der
That would be der.
that belongs to gehörenes belongs, right? Dieser Scherm.
Right. So what is Schirm?
I don't remember what Scherm
can't-
is.
Umbrella.
Umbrella. Oh boy.
All right. So let's see. Wo fährst
I knew
du?
I knew that at one time.
Zum Hit. All right. So remember the game starts in an hour. Schirm, Charm und Melone. Okay. Oh, come on. Remember that show?
Oh,
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
All right. So this, oh, come on. So he had three things wherever he was. Okay. So what's he got on his head?
hmm
ein Hut.
His bowler hat,
Okay.
right? Or
That's
something.
eine.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Melone.
Oh,
Okay.
Ah, okay.
All right. So what does he have across his arm?
His umbrella.
His umbrella. Okay. So that's why in German
Yes.
the movie was called, or TV show, whatever it was, Schirm. Okay. So right here, Schirm. Now look at his smile,
Mhm.
charm. Okay. And Melone.
And Maloney.
And Melone. All right. So now you won't forget Schirm, charm, and Melone.
Uh,
All right.
ah.
Just to give you some more.
Oh,
All right.
okay. All right.
So now,
Now we're
kennst du die
back to
Frau?
me.
Now you gotta translate.
oh. Do you know the woman, the one who lives on the third floor? Do you know the woman, the one who owns the umbrella,
Right.
or to whom the umbrella belongs?
To whom belongs the umbrella? Making
Okay.
it dative.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So now we have
Mm.
the next one. So we know that in this case, there isn't a person, but there's something else that, well, we should probably change this to blue since this is what we've been using. Okay. And up here, this is also accusative, plural. Okay.
Accusative plural. Okay.
Now the answer here that we are so the question we are answering here is again wem, okay, which is the same question we answered up here. Which means now you know what it is that you have to use.
Do I really?
Because if it is dative and if up here it is plural. Okay. Then we know that this here, whoops, this here with the wem
is denen.
Is denen, right? So I'm getting all these emails. Am I supposed to be in a meeting right now?
Uh-oh.
Let's see. So this is scheduled Zoom meeting for, no, this is Monday the 7th. Yeah, I was going to say. I knew it wasn't today. Yeah. Yeah. Monday the 7th. Oh, by the way, I got an email today from the German roadway system. Dear Mr. Peter, your contract has been sent and you shall receive it in the mail shortly.
Oh boy.
Nice.
So, yeah. All right, so you were right. Here we go. Denen. Okay.
Denen.
The last one is, go ahead, Maria.
I was trying to figure out what's a brazen.
Up.
Is that
okay? Remember, we have
up,
a prefix. Right? Okay. Up. Reisen.
Uprising.
So we got. Let's make this. Oops, sorry. Let's make this green.
So,
because it's a preposition. Okay. Which means reisen is to travel.
Travel, right?
So when you travel to some place and arrive, it's called anreisen. And after you're done,
abreisen. So they're leaving. Okay.
So leaving. So if I ask, wann reist ihr wieder ab? I'm asking, when are you going to be departing from, in this case, Ohio?
So would this still be D? Would this change?
It is D.
Heute?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
It is D.
Okay.
So, wo sind die Touristen, die heute abreisen?
Okay.
Meaning?
I'm trying to think how German would think.
Ich denke.
Where, oh my gosh, where are the tourists that are leaving today?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Except the Germans wouldn't say that are, but the ones that
Ones
The
who
ones, the
Let's see.
ones,
the
okay.
ones
The
that
ones.
depart today.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
ones that depart today. Okay.
viel Glück on their Spiel. Is that good luck?
Yeah, viel Glück im Spiel. Yeah, good luck.
Mm.
Considering that both teams already won their first games. Bayern Munich won 7-2, and the other team won
Wow.
4-0, which
So they're
means
both
that so they're a good team. Both are good teams, which
Bite
means that
descent.
whoever wins today jumps to the top of the leaderboard.
Mm.
Yes.
So is this like a round robin? Everybody plays everybody, or is it like a? Do you move up?
Not everybody plays everybody, but there are different groups. Yeah.
Okay. So you get a
But
certain number of points for every.
yeah. A
Okay.
win is 3
Mm.
points, a tie or a draw is 1,
Okay.
and a loss is 0.
Yeah. Null.
Null. Right.
Okay.
All right. I hope
Mm.
you enjoyed yourselves like always.
We did.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Good. See you
Good luck.
tomorrow.
All
Okay.
right. Bye, Peter.
Bye.